My first video in a while, but just felt like making a video today. Spent a lot of money on this, so I'm gonna use it to the full extent. This is an original character that I commissioned. I guess I could link the artist below in the description. A little bit about myself. I'm a software engineer from Japan. I work with, recently I've been working with Golang more. I do C# and also Python as well. And I like using Linux, if you couldn't tell. Obligatory fast fetch. I'm actually a long-time Vim user. I just decided to make a video today for whatever reason. Been using Vim for almost 7 years at this point. And I just wanted to document my setup process for future reference. Okay, how we're going to do this is probably, I have my original config here, which has all the contents and stuff. So I'm just going to copy and paste it in to the demo config so that we can kind of gradually see how Neovim changes as we add more plugins in. Yeah, so let's start with options. And this is just like some basic configurations for Neovim. Just currently you see there's no ruler and relative number here on the side. So if I refresh here, you can see that we have the ruler and relative number. It's primarily good for like collaborating so that people can see what line number you're at and stuff like that. Next, let's go with key maps. This is just my custom key maps. You don't really need to add these, but yeah, some of them I don't use. I think this stuff I don't really use. Too lazy to take it out. Yeah, so like I remapped my net RW to leader E. So if I refresh this, leader E, see that it goes into the net RW. Yeah, let's next go with our pack system. This is a change from Neovim 11 to 12, where Neovim 12 has like a built-in package manager or plugin manager. And I just have like a little custom commands to help facilitate the package install. I mean, honestly, I think lazy, is it called lazy? Lazy is still pretty good for this because it kind of removes all this function setup. Yeah, I just wanted a minimal configuration when moving to 12, so just kind of wanted to remove as much plugins as possible. That was the idea for me recreating my Neovim config. So yeah, let's pack, paste this in, and now we should have the pack system. But we need a package to test it out with. So let's see. And this is how I define the plugins here. And they're all like contained within their own file for setting up and also installing the plugin. Let's go to theme next. Pronounce it cappuccino. And yeah, let's and we can restart. Oh, we need the registry. I see. Yeah, I guess I need to modify 2 files then for the registry, which is this is like in lazy, right? You just define your plugins, but I map it here. So we could just install the plugins for now, and then I'll set it up afterwards with that. And so all these plugins will be installed, or now we have a new theme, which is the cappuccino theme. You can see that it changed from that dark gray background to this, and probably the text is different colored. Yeah, so next let's add the UI utility quickly. This is for LSP windows, like autocomplete windows. Instead of like a plain box, it'll have like this border. I can kind of show it off once I get LSP installed in here. Or it's already in here for some reason. Adding LSP. So probably, or look at the init. Adding LSP, we probably need, actually, we're gonna need the commands for Mason as well. These are just custom commands for Mason, which is going to be our LSP managing system. We can download and remove LSP packages. So yeah, let's next go to LSP. Actually, we kind of need like EMP as well. So LSP. I guess we might want to look into a code base instead. Just so that we can see like syntax and stuff. So let's just go into like a random project that I have. It should be this will install the settings that we just put into the file. Not sure what the Treesitter dependency. Maybe it's a dependency. The Treesitter is a syntax highlighter. This got kind of deprecated, I think, or it got archived for Neovim 11. So things kind of break if it's dependent on Treesitter. But then there's like this thing where you can point it to the new branch and it'll be compatible with Neovim 12. So enable this. Oh, there's no, okay. We don't have the settings for this. So here, yes, installing all of the setups that we just made. And also Treesitter. This. Oh, I guess I should probably show what I did for Treesitter, or what Treesitter actually does. So let's get rid of Treesitter really quick. And you can see without Treesitter, it's kind of like plain syntax, right? There's no like highlights for functions or fields or attributes. But if we add back in Treesitter, you see that it's highlighted blue now, all this the functions, and the field is like a slightly different color. I don't know if you can tell. Stuff like that. This is what Treesitter does. So we have also added LSP as well. This way you can see like, or I guess it's not picking it up for some reason. Wondering if it's because, yeah, you need to like, so I have this custom function for Mason where it installs all the defaults. So now it's gonna go and install all 17 tools from the Mason PMap, or I mean the LSP. Yeah, here it is. So I'll have all these Mason tags, and this is what it's gonna install. I can't really tell if it's done yet though. No, it's still going. Okay. So now that's done. We should be able to use LSP. So yep, you can see now that it detects this function coming in from another file. So we go into, or I guess I don't have Telescope installed, so. But yeah, that's what it's doing currently. So next, I guess we should add Telescope. So adding Telescope in. Change to Comet Telescope. Pack install. I don't know why I didn't auto install. Okay, I think, yeah, now we have Telescope. So now Telescope, I have, I can go to references now. So GD goes to reference, right? Yeah, like GR's references. Oh, sorry, go to definition. GD's go to definition, and then GR's go to reference. You see that it's this is where it's referenced. And Telescope also has the file search capability, right? Yes, next we should actually add in the UI, plugins UI. And what this is we have indent lines, status bar on the bottom, and also the tab bar on the top, and icons for Telescope. You can see like in Telescope right now, there's no icons on the side. So add this really quick. And here. Now you see that we have the indent lines. Before there was no lines indicating how far the indents are, but yeah, that's what indent line does. And then now with Telescope, you can see that we have the icons. Status bar has appeared at the bottom here. And the tab, the top is stylized as well. That's what my UI does. And next, let's go with, I forgot Mini. I think Mini is just my comment system. Yeah, comment and the pairing. Right now, there's no way to like, I can't really get a pair of like brackets or like anything like quotes, right? And commenting, I can't really, I want to like comment block it out, but I can't do that currently without this plugin. Copy this, comment this, paste it in. And then restart. So now we have like pair. It'll just auto pair any brackets or quotes or anything that needs to close. And commenting, you just block comment now easily. That's what these two plugins do. Or I guess Mini has modules, comment and pairs module. Yeah, next is the auto tag. So I guess we could go to like a tempo file, or let's go to like a web project. So here in a web project, currently there's no way for me to kind of close. Oh wait, this is not the correct. Needs to be the demo. Yeah, so currently there's no way to close like a HTML tag, and this is what auto tag does. So let's put that in. And then restart. Now with auto tag, I can close a the first tag element, and it'll automatically close that element tag. That's what auto tag does. Error viewer. So how do I do this? Let's just say like we have something like this, right? And there's like an error here. I don't know why the LSP is not going. Or anyways, there's no way to like kind of say like, oh, I'm in like main, and I can't see that error, right? So this is what error viewer helps with. Is that let's just add it in really quick and show it. So yeah, let's go back to main. And now I have the error viewer, which is bound to leader XX. Now we can see that there's an error on the error.tempo. Even though we're in the main.go file, we can still see it where all the errors are occurring. So I can just jump to here and then fix it. And now it's gone. Oh. That's what error viewer does. Next is search and replace. I think this is a newer plugin that I've recently added. I replaced it with Spectre because Spectre doesn't have block replacement. Okay, so let's just say here, I want to replace like just these two divs with something else, like a, I don't know, fan or whatever, right? Like there's no way of me doing that with Spectre, or I mean there is a way, but like it's kind of annoying. So my search and replace plugin is I forgot what it was called. I think it uses Grug, yeah, Grug far in Vim. This one is a pretty powerful search and replace plugin, I feel. Anyways, let's try it out. I haven't used it that often. Okay, so here, so within this block, right, you want to replace it. So it'd be like either S, and then search the div and replace it with span SR. But yeah, so you could see here that it didn't replace the whole file, right? It's just like, you know, this selection here. This search and replace system does. I think Spectre doesn't have this, as far as I know. Just undo that. So next is, oh yeah, Supermaven. I kind of have this just on a whim. It's useful sometimes, honestly, but yeah, it's pretty much like Copilot. Maybe it might be a little bit worse. It's not running for some reason. Oh, I think I need to uncomment it, right? There we go. Yeah, so Supermaven will kind of like just generate stuff here, right? Sometimes it's useful, not too often, but I just have it there just for fun, I guess. It does get in the way sometimes, but it's not too big of a deal, honestly. Yeah, so that's my Neovim setup, I think, so far. I doubt I'll be making that much changes to it. Maybe here and there with LSP. Let me know maybe in the comments if anyone's watching about what plugins you use. I'd be interested to see if there's anything I can improve. And if you learned something from this video, then that's great. I hope that I can help people get into Neovim.